Hey there everyone, this is Dr. Kevin over here at HealthFit, and this is Dr.
Jason.
About an age-old question that many people, or an age-old comment that a lot of people make when it comes to what we hear at the clinic. And that is, this is just what happens when you get old. Now, there are inevitably changes that we all face when it comes to aging. However, the question also that I think gets posed, that we'd like to pose back a lot of times is, well, what things within your control are you actually trying to take care of or change for the better? And what do you think, Dr. Khan?
Well, I think that even ourselves, we use that as an excuse sometimes, and it's sometimes a crutch as well. When we were 13 or 14 years old, running around, we play basketball, we would never have to stretch. As we got older, let's say in our early 20s, we had to stretch a little bit more. Now that we're in our late 30s, I have to stretch even more. So that comes down to the fact that, are we taking the necessary steps to take care of those things that we can actually control? And the same thing with the patients that come in our eyes, age is nothing but a number. We have people in their 20s and 30s, and we have those in our 60s, 70s, and even early 80s that are very active playing golf, and it's because they take the necessary steps to take care of their bodies. They do stuff before and after their activities to make sure they're healthy. That's kind of like the big thing for me.
Yeah, and I feel like this is why we really believe in movement being a big component to it, because if you get what you practice to a certain extent, right? Like if you practice sitting still all the time and you practice being sedentary, then you're gonna get stiffness. You're not gonna be able to move as well. But if you practice movement in a way that is good for your body, that feels comfortable, that challenges you a little bit within reason, those are the things that allow your body to adapt to the stresses, and therefore allows you to do other activities, whether it is golfing, running, walking, even just playing with your grandkids, hanging out with your family. You got to be able to do the small things sometimes, and it's not even like a 15-20 minute session. Sometimes it's like if you just do it 4 or 5 times a day, sometimes for like a minute or two, that already provides you some changes that can be a benefit overall anyway.
Right, and I think, so for some of our older individuals that have trouble picking up their grandchildren off the floor, or bending down, or even getting up off the floor after a fall or something like that, those things can actually be trained. It's not like you're not able to do it. There are actually exercises and things we can do with our hands from a mobility standpoint that can help you gain that range of motion. And it's a matter of how do we train you to do it safely and in a manner that gets you there as safe as possible, pretty much. So
yeah. I think those would be the main things that we think about or try to address when it comes to that age-old comment or question about this is what happens when you get old. So if you have any other thoughts or comments, feel free to click on the link below or leave it down below in the comment section, and we'd love to hear from you guys.